Hello and welcome to my Yu-Gi-Oh channel. Please make sure to like the video if you enjoy it and don't forget to subscribe. We're looking at two cards which are coming from the new Fantastrike Mirage Impact pack, which I think that's just a general deck for Yu-Gi-Oh Rush Duels and the Yu-Gi-Oh 7's anime. And actually these cards, I've had a look at them before, they're a little bit more impressive than what you've already seen. The first card is called Fantastrike Dragon Mirage. It's a Dark Dragon Effect level 7 monster with 2,500 attack and 1,500 defense. The requirement is to send one monster, it must be a level 7 or higher dragon, from your hand to the graveyard. And the effect is to choose up to 2 face-up monsters. They must be level 7 or lower, your opponent controls, and they lose 1,500 attack until the end of this turn. This turn, if this card destroys a monster by battle, it can make a second attack on monsters during the same battle phase. So you have also, the way I see this is it's an upgrade to the Rush Dragon Dragears. It's pretty similar into how it likes to interact, but it also has that stat reduction on it. If you think of it this way, I mean, they both have the same stat line on them, attack and defense being the same, and they both are able to actually attack twice. The difference is this does have a higher cost to it. I think that's just with Rush Dragon Dragears, it just has to send one card from the either discard or send the card from the top deck to the graveyard to trigger this effect. This requires you to actually send a very specific card, including Dragears, which can be used as a cost to use this effect, to reduce your opponent's monsters. Even if you're looking at the strongest monsters out there, I think currently that's a Blue Eyes White Dragon at 3,000 attack. You can shut these cards down to half that, essentially, or less, and be able to do enough damage to either beat them or to put them in a significantly weaker position. This card is actually amazing for what it does in comparison to how slow Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duels are coming up and the cards that already exist. So I definitely think this card is going to be used. It might not be used as a 3 of, it might be a 2 of, but it's definitely going to see some use, and definitely it's more favourable than what has come before. And the other card they've got is called Return of the Dragon. It's a spell card, and its requirement is to shuffle 3 monsters. They must be dragon from your graveyard into the deck, and then you draw 1 card. I think of this a little bit like Pot of Avarice, but it's a little bit weaker, and it's also just a draw 1. So you're just trading this spell card for a different draw. Of course, that actually does a couple of other things. You're able to recover dragons lost to the graveyard, and of course, it actually shuffles your deck, so you might get better draws potentially than you might have had before. I would say the restriction for it being a dragon type deck is not a problem. Considering it's meant to be used by Luke, or Rook, as he's known in the OCG, who is a dragon-type user. That's why it's there. Whatever you think of these cards, let me know down below. Is there anything particularly you like about them? Are you concerned that they're not getting powerful enough, or do you think actually the pace is at the moment okay? Whatever you think, leave that down below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe.